If you work in children's ministry, do you ever feel like it would take a superhero to make Sunday mornings run smoothly? Well, today we're going to introduce you to one. We're so glad you're here. Oh my, what's going on here? A student's under the table and another's on top of the table too? This looks like trouble. If only there was someone who had positive behavior support training and could help any child at any time. But who could this hero be? Wow, that was dramatic. Good thing chaos in the classroom only happens in the comics. Oh wait. Wouldn't it be great if there actually were a classroom superhero who's ready to swoop in and buddy with any student at any time? Well, guess what? There is. Introducing the Invisible Buddy. An Invisible Buddy is a volunteer position that helps bridge the gap for students who don't need a regularly scheduled one-on-one buddy every week, but who do need extra support from time to time. Invisible Buddies have extra positive behavior support training and resources, just like a disability ministry one-on-one buddy would, but the Invisible Buddy is not assigned any particular student. Instead, they float around the classroom and assist any student who needs extra support that day, which helps students and lets your teachers keep on teaching. And if you're wondering why they're called invisible, well, it's because their skills and behavioral support mission are not obvious on the outside. In fact, they actually blend in with the rest of the volunteers, but when a child's in distress, they're ready to leap into action. This can look like redirecting a child who's off task, sitting with an anxious child, giving an overwhelmed student a calming break, helping a child engage socially, or whatever it is that's needed. In other words, the Invisible Buddy is there to save the day. So, who would be a good fit for this role? Well, the competencies you want to look for are calm, warm, and firm. This means a balance between being compassionate and setting boundaries. Someone who would be comfortable serving with children they don't know well would be a great fit, and having someone who has experience with disabilities is not required, but it is always helpful. So what superhero training does your Invisible Buddy need? How about starting with positive behavior support foundations like helping students who are strong-willed, anxious, distracted, or have sensory overload. And make sure they know how to set students up for success and the best practices for transitioning students from one activity to the next. It's also a good idea to have familiarity with autism spectrum disorder and a basic understanding of what can be helpful here. Luckily, all of these videos and handouts can be found in our Wonderful Works Facebook group, so join today. Oh, and don't forget this, you'll also want to give them access to resources that can be helpful for kids too, like visual aids and fidgets and noise-canceling headphones. These can be placed in each classroom inside a buddy bag or buddy box. Now once your hero is trained and ready to go, you want to send them where the action is. So have them start the service by asking classroom teachers where they should start. This way, if a teacher knows that certain students often need additional support, the Invisible Buddy can start their day there. Wow, I think we learned a lot about how Invisible Buddies can help make Sunday mornings even better. But there's one more thing before you go. Remember that serving in children's ministry can sometimes be an adventure. But when we put the right volunteers in the right roles, happy endings can come true. Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.